is being billed as one of the largest single-day demonstrations against President Trump since he returned to office. Tens of thousands of people gathered across all 50 states for the hands-off movement, a call for action against the Trump administration and billionaire Elon Musk.
Welcome back to the channel, Patriots. As always, we appreciate each and every one of you tuning in. If you're tired of the noise and ready to hear the truth the mainstream media won't tell you, you're in the right place. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and comment below with your thoughts. Because in this community, your voice matters more than the media's ratings.
Here's a look at just some of the rallies seen across the Puget Sound region. In Seattle alone, more than 7,000 people gathered to protest, including state lawmakers. Fox 13's Shira Matsuzawa has a look at the sights and sounds from Seattle City Center.
Quite the turnout for today's rally, with rallies happening across the Puget Sound as well as across the country. Their message, hands off.
So the left is at it again, this time staging one of the so-called largest single-day demonstrations against President Trump and Elon Musk. Why? Because apparently, restoring sanity to the federal budget and streamlining government jobs is now an attack on democracy? Let's break this down. These protests, spanning all 50 states, according to media, were branded the hands-off movement. But what are they really saying? Hands off what exactly? Wasteful spending? Bureaucratic bloat? The elite's unchallenged control over education, healthcare, and media narratives? The real truth? This isn't about protecting freedoms. It's about protecting an ideology that's crumbling under the weight of its own hypocrisy.
Off our healthcare! Hands off our education! And hands off of our democracy!
At the Seattle Center Saturday, everywhere you looked, this is what you saw. A sea of people, strong in their convictions and loud with their voices.
Who saves us?
People of all ages rallied. They say they're upset with the way President Donald Trump is running the country.
Let's talk about the real issue here. This idea that Trump is attacking Social Security and Medicare. It's just not true. The Trump administration has consistently said that earned benefits will be protected. What he's cutting is waste, billions in bloated bureaucracy, unnecessary spending, and programs that fund everything but the American people. But of course, the left doesn't want that. Because government waste? That's their power base. It's how they grow their influence. Through dependency, through bloated institutions, and through fear-mongering.
This is not the first time that we've fought for our freedoms.
At this moment, everybody is in trouble.
Tina Eck is the president relations for Seattle Indivisible. She says more than 7,000 people pre-registered for Saturday's rally.
People are losing their jobs. People are losing special education. So they've been looking for something to do, and we're giving them something to do. We want to channel that energy.
In Seattle, more than 7,000 people showed up to protest what exactly? The government doing its job? Tina E. from Seattle Indivisible claim people are losing their jobs and special education is being cut. But let's ask a simple question. Where were these protests when Biden-era inflation crushed working families? Or when schools were shut down for nearly 2 years, depriving kids of education, structure, and development? That was an attack on democracy. And let's not forget, the same people crying hands off our healthcare are often the ones who cheered while Americans were forced into vaccine mandates or lost their livelihoods, or daring to say my body, my choice, when it came to anything besides abortion.
Let's all become democracy first responders. When Elon Musk and Donald Trump come for our Social Security, we say. When Elon Musk and Donald Trump come for our immigrant community, we say. When they come for our trans siblings, we say.
Now, Elon Musk, what did he do to deserve all this hate? Simple. He bought Twitter, now X, exposed big tech censorship, and started asking tough questions about woke ESG nonsense and DI hiring quotas. He cut bloated government contracts and pushed for private innovation. And for that, they label him a villain. Is he perfect? No. But what he represents, a challenge to centralized, unelected control, is exactly what terrifies the activist class.
Congresswoman Pramila Jayapal was among the 24 scheduled speakers.
Hands off our bodies, our speech, our freedoms, our democracy.
Congresswoman Pramila Jayapal took the mic to call for protecting our bodies, speech, and democracy. Well, let's take a look at the scoreboard. Since Trump left office the first time, censorship skyrocketed, our energy independence vanished, and free speech became a privilege instead of a right. Jayapal and her cohorts had no issue with government overreach when it was their side in charge. But now that Trump is back and the swamp is slowly being drained again, they panic.
Rebecca Larson hung these flags on her bag in support of the countries and groups she believes have been wronged. She's one of dozens who rallied outside of the Tesla store in South Lake Union, then marched to the Seattle Center to join the rally.
While the left marches with megaphones and media coverage, the silent majority continues to go to work, raise their families, and quietly support real leadership. We don't need to scream in the streets to make a difference. We vote, we show up, and we remember. These protests, they're loud, but they're not lasting. Meanwhile, the America First agenda keeps moving forward, cutting red tape, boosting jobs, and putting power back where it belongs, in the hands of we the people.
We're aligned with Russians. We've given up NATO. We've given our stock portfolios are in the tank, and Trump's out golfing. It's really upsetting to me.
The group joining forces here in Seattle and across the country.
And this rally was organized by several groups, including Planned Parenthood, Evergreen Resistance, and Seattle Indivisible.
The hands-off demonstrations stretched all over the country today. Thousands showed up at the National Mall in Washington, D.C. to protest the president and the gutting of federal jobs by Elon Musk. President Trump and Musk say they're cutting down on government waste. Protesters say they're removing essential jobs, destroying norms, and setting the nation back.
Trump and Elon Musk are trying to roll back 6 decades of civil rights progress.
If we are quiet, if elected officials are quiet, then we are complicit.
Let's call it what it is. This wasn't grassroots activism. It was political theater. A coordinated media stunt designed to create the illusion that the American people are turning on Trump. But here's what they won't say. Millions of Americans are tired of elite hypocrisy, tired of media gaslighting, and ready to take their country back. The real movement isn't in the streets yelling, hands off. It's in living rooms, churches, farms, and small businesses across America, where people want common sense, not chaos. If you agree that it's time to stand up for truth, freedom, and American values, smash that like button and drop a comment below. What do you think about these protests? Are they really about freedom or just fear of losing control? Don't forget to subscribe and share this video to help us break through the censorship and bring clarity where the mainstream only spreads confusion. This is your voice, your country, and your truth. Until next time, stay bold, stay free, and stay loud.